Welcome to the Youth Inquiry in Action series, brought to you by Innovations for Youth, a research center at the University of California, Berkeley. My name is Elena, and I'm a student at UC Berkeley. In this training video series, we will explore different ways to amplify your voices, hear from your peers, and make positive change in your schools and communities. Have you ever wished adults would ask for your ideas when making changes? Amplifying youth voices puts students like you at the center of change, showing that your thoughts and experiences matter. Your voice is a powerful tool for finding solutions and making a real impact. We can use tools for inquiry for change-making. Inquiry is a process of asking questions to uncover answers. Researchers, educators, community members, and even students can use inquiry, or ask questions, to gather information and make changes based on what they find. In this video series, we'll explore the inquiry process. We encourage you to take notes, pause the video, and reflect on the concepts as we go. When we think about inquiry, we usually mean getting your insights in a structured way. There are many ways to do this, including surveys, focus groups, observations, and interviews. Let's pause the video and think for a moment. Have you ever been asked for your insights in one of these ways? Which one? And what was that experience like for you? In this video, we will introduce you to one tool for inquiry called observations. Observations are the process of watching what happens around you in order to learn from your environment. Observation enables us to notice patterns and details that we might miss when we are just walking by. You may be wondering, why should I use observation? The process empowers you to look at your school or community through a new lens. Not only do observations help deepen your own perceptions, you will also develop skills like paying attention to details, reflecting on what you see, sharing your ideas with others, and taking a lead role in helping your community. There are many strengths to using observations for inquiry. Observations help us gather detailed information and take a look at everyday activities that we may normally miss. Through observation, we can see how people act and interact, how spaces are used, and so much more. For example, you might do an observation to notice how students talk and connect with each other during your school's passing periods or breaks. You might see that some students are talking with each other in the hallways, while others are on their phones. What you observe, learn from these observations, can also guide decision-making and help to create change. The details we notice in the day-to-day moments can help us see what's going on and what might need to change. For example, when observing how students interact with each other, you may find that a specific group of students are being treated unkindly. You can share your observations with your peers and school staff to help organize support groups for students and staff to come together to share their experiences and problem solve. Observations also empower and amplify youth voice. Who you are shapes what you see. Everyone brings their own lens to observations. That's part of what makes this tool for inquiry so unique and important. So, when you go out and do observations, you can help make sure changes are based on what you notice. For example, if you're observing how school spaces make students feel welcome, your unique perspective may highlight something that other observers did not see from their perspective. I've personally wondered how SEL can be incorporated into our inquiry. SEL stands for Social and Emotional Learning, which is the process of building the skills to understand ourselves, our emotions, and each other, while helping us set goals, show kindness, and more. It helps us to feel more connected to ourselves, others, and the world around us. Let's say that you want to help make your classroom or school feel more psychologically safe. Where you can be yourself and take risks without being judged. Using observations, you can look around and notice what does or does not feel safe, based on your own experiences and ideas. Think back to our example of observing passing periods. If you see students laughing at other students, what might that tell you about safety at your school? Your observations can highlight strengths and areas for growth, and they can guide adults and youth to make your school and community a better place. So far, we've discussed why observations are important. Here's how you will actually do an observation. First, choose a topic to focus on and a setting. You can do this by answering the 4 W's. What is the topic you want to focus your observations on? Where's the best place to observe this topic? Who are you observing in order to learn more about your topic? When is the best time that you can observe? Second, after making a plan, go out and start observing. Watch what happens in the natural flow of events or interactions without interrupting or trying to change the situation. You'll also want to take notes about what you see. In this video, we discussed how you can use observations to help improve your school and community. In our next training video, we'll help you determine the best type of observation for your project.